In the far reaches of the galaxy, the Galactic Alliance prepared for a decisive battle. The Zur'ithians, a reptilian species known for their immense strength and brutal combat tactics, had issued a direct challenge to Earth's military forces. Their planet, Zur'ith, was known to host some of the most dangerous and war-hardened soldiers in the galaxy, and they viewed humans as weak, unworthy of true battle. The Galactic Alliance War Council watched with amusement as Earth deployed what appeared to be a small, lightly armored battalion. In comparison to the towering, hulking figures of Zur'ithians, the human forces seemed laughably underwhelming. The Zur'ithians began to jeer, their laughter reverberating through the vast halls of the Galactic Council chambers as they viewed the incoming human soldiers on their screens. They sent a small army? These humans must be fools. Zur'ak, the head of the Zur'ithian Council, hissed, his sharp fangs glistening in the dim light. The other alien council members nodded in agreement, scoffing at the humans' apparent lack of military power. From the sidelines, they watched as Earth's troops marched toward the battlefield on Zur'ith. The Zur'ithians were giants, clad in thick, menacing armor, armed with weapons that could tear through the toughest alloys. The humans, however, appeared smaller, with sleeker armor and a more minimalist design. What the aliens didn't know, however, was that Earth's forces had evolved beyond the traditional measurements of strength. Humanity had become battle-hardened on their home planet, a death world where danger was an everyday occurrence. Over centuries, humans had mastered the art of strategy, adaptability, and survival. Their smaller size meant agility, and their advanced weaponry, though unassuming at first glance, was forged from centuries of combat innovation. As the two armies approached one another on the desolate battlefield of Zur'ith, the mocking tones of the alien commanders echoed across the comm channels. They expected this to be an easy slaughter, a demonstration of Zur'ithian dominance. But as the first wave of human soldiers engaged, the mood shifted dramatically. With precision, humans moved like a well-oiled machine. Their formations were tight, and their tactics ruthless. Their weapons, though unfamiliar to the alien forces, unleashed bursts of energy that tore through the thick Zur'ithian armor like it was paper. Humans fought with a ferocity and determination that stunned their alien counterparts. Zur'ak, observing from his command ship, went silent as he watched his warriors, his best soldiers, fall one by one. The human forces, while smaller in number, fought like they had nothing to lose, exploiting every weakness of the towering reptilian enemies. Their smaller stature allowed them to evade blows with ease, and their use of advanced targeting systems made their every shot count. As the human forces pushed further into Zur'ithian lines, fear began to spread. The once overconfident aliens found themselves overwhelmed, facing a type of enemy they had never encountered before. The humans fought with an almost primal instinct, combining precision with raw, unyielding aggression. The Zur'ithians, for all their physical power, were no match for the sheer intensity and tactical brilliance of the human soldiers. Zur'ak's voice cracked over the comms. "Fall back! Fall back!" he roared, panic now filling his once certain tone. But it was too late. The human forces had already seized control of the battlefield, driving back the once dominant alien army. The Zur'ithians, once feared across the galaxy, retreated in terror as the humans advanced relentlessly, their ranks untouched by doubt, their resolve unshakable. For the first time in centuries, the Galactic Alliance witnessed an alien species not only defeated, but utterly humiliated by the smallest army they had ever seen. As the remaining Zur'ithians fled, those watching from the council chambers were left in stunned silence. The mocking jeers were long gone, replaced by an uneasy realization. Humans were not to be underestimated. They were not the weaklings many had assumed. And now, the galaxy knew, when humans fought, they fought to win. The once boastful Zur'ak stared in disbelief at the battlefield, where the human soldiers stood victorious. His arrogance shattered, his fear palpable. The small army from Earth had done what no one thought possible. They had turned the tide of battle, and, in doing so, sent a clear message to the galaxy. Humans were not to be mocked. Humans were not to be trifled with. And in battle, There was nothing more terrifying than facing a determined human force. For the Zur'ithians, the shame of their defeat would haunt them for generations. And for the rest of the galaxy, a new respect and fear of humanity was born.